Hey guys, this video is sponsored by Squarespace. And as you guys know, I use Squarespace for my own website. And anytime somebody asks me what they should use for their website or for their portfolio, I always recommend Squarespace. In fact, right now, if you use the code ADAM, you will save 10% on your website when you go to checkout. Adam Lerner, BrooklynPhotoworks.com, and today I just want to give you guys an introduction to the new Canon EF 85mm f1.4L IS USM. Whoa, that is one heck of a mouthful. This is the box that lens came in. This is a nice, tidy box. It's not a humongous box. I think Canon and a lot of other companies are reducing their packaging, which is great for the environment. We like that. Okay, good. In the box just came the lens and the little Canon lens bag and the warranty stuff, manual, whatever. Very simple. Okay, now I don't have the lens on the camera yet because I wanted to show you guys how it stacks up next to the 24 to 70 2.8 version 2, and you can see that the 85 is bigger. It's a taller lens, it's a fatter lens, and I can tell you it is a heavier lens. This thing weighs a ton. And on the camera here is the 50. I'll take the 50 off, the 51.2L I should say, and I'll just even show you that. I mean, you can see that it's just a huge lens, but it's not as fat. It's much taller than the 85 1.2L lens, but it's not as fat, not as heavy. Now, why did I get this lens? Well, I love 85mm. It's one of my favorite focal lenses. For portraits, it's absolutely incredible, especially when you can shoot wide open, and I do like shooting wide open. I like getting that like really buttery soft bokeh. I like having selective focus so that you get the eyes to really pop, and then you have the focus that kind of fades out as we move back away from the crown of the face and we get that softer look. I love all of those things. Now, with the 85 1.2L lens, that lens was a dog. It was a beast. It could not get out of its own way. It took forever. I should say it was a pig. That's probably the best term, because it was fat, it was heavy, and it couldn't get out of its own way. And it was incredibly slow to focus, which was a really difficult thing. Now, this lens has a totally different focusing system. It focuses a lot faster. Is it going to focus as fast as the 24 to 70 version 2? Absolutely not. This lens is a lightning ship. A lightning rod. It is a rocket ship. That's what we want to say. It's a rocket ship. This lens is fast as hell. It's unbelievable. It performs amazing. And like I've said in the past, this is the one lens that can do absolutely everything. If you're going to take only one lens or buy only one lens, this lens will do it all. However, the 85 1.4, you're going to be able to get that really, really nice focal length and that shallow depth of field with that sharp focus. Now, so in addition to this thing focusing a lot faster than the old 85, not quite as fast as the 24 to 70, it does focus a lot faster. It's also got image stabilization. This is the first 85mm that Canon has ever made with image stabilization, and Canon is claiming that you're going to be able to get up to about 4 stops of image stabilization. So what that means is that if you're shooting wide open, let me just take this lens hood off so you can see the front element on this thing. Man, look at that thing. Wow. Let's turn this puppy on. Wow, and you can see it racks focus really, really fast. I mean, I can feel it, I can see it, it just performs. And when I'm working with a lens like this and I'm shooting portraits, I want the lens to perform. In the past, with that old 85, it was questionable, it was touch and go. I figured out a system to be able to do it, but in addition to the old 85 being slow to focus, it was also not very sharp wide open. This lens is claiming to be a lot sharper, okay? It's got a really nice coating that makes it like more contrasty and sharper edge to edge. So you're going to get faster focusing. You're going to get a sharper lens that you're able to shoot wide open. You're going to get image stabilization. So that means at slower shutter speeds, and when you have that wide open aperture, you'll be able to lock that focus because you're going to have about 4 stops of latitude on there, which is going to be great to minimize the camera shake that is almost inevitable. So that means you can leave the tripod at home. Well, don't leave the tripod at home, but it means that you won't need a tripod at all times to get those beautiful natural light portraits. What else can I tell you? Oh yeah, there's the weather sealing, which is kind of freaking awesome. So you've got dust and water resistance, which is fantastic. You know, the 1DX Mark II is dust and water resistant, so you might as well pair it with a lens that is also capable of performing the same. The front element's a little bigger than the old lens. This is a 77, the old was a 72, so obviously you're not going to be sharing any filters between the two lenses. What else can I tell you? I mean, look, paired up with the 1DX Mark II, it's a really nice pairing. On a 5D Mark IV or whatever, it'll be fine. I would probably want to use a grip because it weighs a ton. Now, why did I get this lens instead of getting the Zeiss lens, which I absolutely fell in love with? Well, look, I would love to have that Zeiss lens, and it'll probably be part of my arsenal at some point. However, this is a lens that I know that I can work in, I can do without all of the quirkiness of manual focus. This is going to be able to allow me to do my job without having that added stress, especially when I'm under the gun, which usually I am when I'm working. There's time constraints and all that other kind of BS. So there you go. I'm very happy with this new lens. I can't wait to use it, and I can't wait to share image examples with you guys and give you a much more in-depth review of this lens once I've had a chance to use it. So there you go, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and we'll see you soon.